This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
All right, KFI AM 640, no more fun, back to work. Yeah, back to crap that makes us all crazy. Always, there's more scams going on, more things happening, there's fires happening. Oh. All right, hold on one second here. Hello? Yeah. Right? At the Chevron? I owe you. Okay. I owe you. Right, 500.
What?
Okay. Okay, I'll see you there. Okay. Sorry, my bookie. I have a $500 limit, and once it gets to 500, either he has to pay me or I pay him. Guess what direction that's going?
We know.
Yeah, anybody want to guess? So
I don't know. Did you play Uno?
Didn't do well at Uno. It's on the losing end of that All-Star game a little bit. Yeah. So that's fun, right? I'm out $500. All right, we got a fire to worry about. A fire going on in Riverside. 2 fires have combined to be one big, huge fire. And let's find out if they got a hold of this thing.
Breaking news, a wildfire in Riverside County prompting evacuation orders. The fire has been burning for about 4.5 hours now. It is burning near the community of Awanga. It's about 20 miles east of Temecula. At last report, it had burned more than 330 acres. The evacuation orders have been issued for people living in certain areas south of Highway 371. The Anza Community Center now open for anyone who needs a place to go.
Oh, man. All right. It has burned 325 acres. We have some more audio on it from before, some more information on where this fire is and, who's going to be affected by this.
Breaking news happening right now in Riverside County. We have pulled up a map to give you an idea of where this fire is burning right now. This gives you an idea where we are here in Southern California, southeast Riverside County. This is east of Temecula, and this is just east of the Awanga area. This is the Dale Fire. In red, mandatory evacuations. Yellow are the evacuation warnings. Take a look at the video here. Air 7 has been overhead of this brush fire, started growing in Awanga. CAL FIRE reporting the Dale Fire now 331 acres. Now, according to Riverside County Fire, we have 2 fires that have merged into one. Evacuation orders, as we showed you, issued. That area, if you are impacted, is south of Highway 371, east of Eagle Nest Road, north of Tule Peak Road, and west of Graps Lane. That does mean...
All right, that's important. Let's do that again. Let's find out where this fire is.
That area, if you are impacted, is south of Highway 371, east of...
South of 371.
Of Highway 371, east of Eagle Nest Road, north of Tule Peak Road, and west of Graps Lane. That does mean there is immediate threat to life, and if you're in that area, you should leave now. Pack up. An evacuation center open at the Anza Community Center on Highway 371. There are also evacuation warnings in place. That means be ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Be ready to go. All right, here's some depressing news. Los Angeles, it doesn't have a lot of restaurants that are, 50, 60, 70, 100 years old. We just don't, right? We haven't been around that long. Restaurants don't stick around that long because, if you're in New York and you have a restaurant, it has to be good if you're in New York City. Because if not, there's a restaurant next door or across the street. There's 5 across the street. There's 10 on your block. There are so many restaurants in New York that it has to be good food. But in Los Angeles, you don't want to drive 40 miles to get to a good restaurant, so you'll settle on the crap that's in your neighborhood. And that's why, just mediocre restaurants can survive forever in Los Angeles, just because nobody wants to get in the car after working all day and fight traffic and drive 20 miles. But in Los Angeles, when you do have a great restaurant, like Cole's French Dip, you want to make sure that sticks around forever. And hopefully it does. Cole's, one of the best French dip sandwiches in the entire world. They've been around for 117 years. So let's see how they're going to celebrate and continue on forever and ever and ever. Cole's, downtown Los Angeles.
Cole's is not the only historic downtown LA restaurant to close recently, and the fear is it may not be the last.
And they're closing. It's over. It's not going to continue. 117 years, and it's over.
Business leaders say the city needs to change the way it treats small business.
So we have to really look at this as our history that we're losing.
And there's a lot of history, 117 years of it, behind the doors of Cole's restaurant in downtown Los Angeles. This is where diners came to eat Cole's signature French dip sandwich. This was where the famous New Year's Eve scene in the movie Forrest Gump was shot.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know that? You guys know that? I didn't know that.
This was where the famous New Year's Eve scene in the movie Forrest Gump was shot.
Wow.
But now Cole says it will be closing its doors on August 3rd.
Oh.
This place has survived every World War, World War II, World War I.
Owner Sed Moses spoke to NBC.
For people that didn't know the world wars, when he said...
This place has survived every World War.
That's good enough for most people. But then he had to tell us which ones.
World War II, World War I.
Got it. Thanks. History buff.
Owner Sed Moses spoke to NBC4 as the restaurant struggled through the 2020 pandemic, one of the many reasons it says it is now closing. In a statement listing, quote, the global pandemic, the actors and writers strikes, overall crime, as well as the consistently rising costs of labor and goods.
Okay, let's go through the reasons again on why Cole's has been around for 117 years and now they're closing.
One of the many reasons it says it is now closing. In a statement listing, quote, the global pandemic, the actors and...
The global pandemic.
The global pandemic.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, a lot of restaurants survive the global pandemic.
The actors and writers strikes.
That could be legitimate.
Overall crime as well.
There you go. Now we get to the meat and potato, the beef and bun.
Overall crime. Overall crime, as well as the consistently rising costs of labor and goods, unsustainably high rents, and mounting bureaucracy and legal exposure.
So they couldn't move this restaurant somewhere else where the rent isn't as high and still have the best sandwiches in the world?
Cole's will join the Pantry and the Pacific Dining Car among restaurant closures within the past year.
We need to really think about what we can do to support these small businesses that have to deal with so many things at once.
Yeah, we should have done that 20 years ago.
Blair Beston of the historic Core Business Improvement District says without changes in regulations and tax incentives, among other things, she fears more restaurants could close. We spoke to Ruben Munoz, a customer at Philippe's, another historic restaurant famous for its French dips, about their importance.
Yeah, Philippe's is the only game in town now. And that's where a lot of people who go to Dodger Stadium, they go to Philippe's and then walk to the stadium or take one of those buses from the train station. And Philippe's is great. Philippe's is an unbelievable sandwich. But try to get an extra little, serving cup of au jus, and you are going to get thrown out of there. I don't know what it is, but they hoard it. They don't give it out in little portion cups at all, and don't even ask.
Wow.
They for some reason, they just don't do it. They'll dip it a little more, but I don't like the whole bun dipped because then it's soggy.
Yeah.
You want to dip it like Arby's has it down, where they give you the serving cup of that au jus, and you dip it as you go. So you can have one dip of au jus, then you can have a little horsey sauce on the next bite, a little Arby's sauce on the next bite. And you mix it up. Your taste buds are loving you.
Yeah, and Philippe's ain't got that salt factor like Arby's does.
Yeah, they've reduced that.
I mean, good, but Yeah. So.
Yeah. And Philippe's is still with the old-fashioned waitress uniforms and putting it on a tray like you're in 1948 on an Amtrak.
What do you want, honey?
Right. But Philippe's is now the only game in town. Kohl's is going away. It's unbelievable. All right. Well, another one bites the dust, and we all just, go about our stupid lives. And now what do? We'll go to, I don't know. I mean, we'll just make it ourselves. What the hell?
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
All right. There's a new thing called Ghost Tap, a new credit card fraud being used. And I think we're all afraid of credit card fraud, because if you do get caught up in it, you don't know whether your bank's going to cover it or not. It could bust you out. And we're all very aware now that it's not just, people falling for scams that are, people phoning you and calling you and telling you got to send us, money on a gift card and all that stuff. Now there's a million different ways they can get you. A million different ways. The newest one is called ghost tapping.
All the hackers need to do is just trick you into unknowingly giving your banking or personal information over. Sometimes they're even going to drop what is like a veil website over the website you're on. And so you think you're just putting your information in to buy something online, for example, but then you're really sending that information directly to a hacker as well. So the very first way people fall victim to this is when they maybe click links or give information unknowingly, like when you get those messages about unpaid tolls, misdelivered packages, or account issues, and you actively engage with them.
Yeah, you got to eliminate all those. Never open anything. Wait till, somebody drops a letter in the mailbox that says you owe money, and then, go to the bank personally, but never fall for that kind of crap.
So it tricks people into downloading mobile banking malware and then captures your banking info that way. So scammers then can load your stolen credit card information into their phones and their digital wallets, just like you would do with your own Apple Pay or Google Pay on your phone. And then they're going to use that to purchase gift cards, most likely. Then they'll use those gift cards and they'll resell them to launder that money. Now, the reason this is so serious is because the hackers are really difficult to track. And they scale this very quickly. They can try a ton of people's banking information at the store's payment terminal in a very short period of time. So here's how you protect yourself.
Okay, here's how we protect ourselves. This is a very important part of this audio.
So here's how you protect yourself.
All right.
You have to be very cautious of what you download.
That's it?
You have to be very cautious of what you download.
I think we all do that anyway.
Only download from trusted sources like the App Store, not some third-party website. They say always enable 2 or 3-factor authentication now, especially for your banking apps. Monitor your money and your bank statements regularly. Don't ignore like small little amounts that you don't really know where they came from. Pay attention to those small amounts too, and just stay educated about these types of scams as well. So again, it is called the Ghost Tap. State police out of Westmoreland County just caught the person doing this over the holiday weekend. The person in the store doing it is called the Money Mule, and the mules use the data to make fraudulent purchases in store for really easy to liquidate items, hence the gift cards or electronics.
I don't know how we're all going to survive. It's hard to get by anyway. And now we've got another way that they're going to separate us from whatever money you've made. All right. Well, what can you do? Garden Grove, Garbage Grove, and that name sort of fits now. A lot of garbage bins overflowing, like in Orange County, has been a target. I think it's a Republic Trash or Republic Refuge or whatever Republic, whatever the name of that company is. They're on strike in Boston, and they've sent some of their union busters out here to also set up picket lines locally. So people affected in Garden Grove, in Anaheim, and now they're coming to LA County as well.
Piles of trash in the street in Garden Grove.
Oh, it's nasty. It's very bad. And not bad for me, it's bad for the neighbors.
Garbage bins are overflowing in many Orange County cities that contract with Republic Services. This Huntington Beach neighborhood had a scheduled pickup last Wednesday.
I walk every day and it's starting to smell.
The local work stoppage began last week, which has meant that rubbish cans have been sitting curbside for several days in some cases.
Great.
By late morning Monday, as Huntington Beach resident Tom McCaw called his trash company for answers.
What's the status on the strike and the lack of pickup?
Officials announced that workers locally returned to the job, which made McCaw happy. He still wasn't sure exactly when the trash would be picked up on his street.
Day 4. And, I'm fortunate that it's just me and my wife and my dogs, and I've got a half can. So, but some of these poor people, they got overflow.
Customers say they were given the option to bring their garbage to Republic Services dumpsters placed at parks, schools, and city yards.
I believe there's somebody here in the complex that is offering to do that for $20 to come and pick up. I mean, good little side business, depending on how long this lasts.
Yeah, good. I'd pay that in a heartbeat to get rid of all the trash. $20? It's a steal.
Trash trucks.
And then this guy who said he had a half a can. When's the last time you had a half a can? Isn't it maxed out all the time? You're pushing the lid down. You get you and your wife and your dog and your kids to push that lid down, try to cover that thing up. A half a can, though. God almighty. Where are you living? Where in life are you when you got a half a can? God, maybe in recyclables or a green can, but not that black can. That black can is always maxed.
Trash trucks started rolling again on Taft Street in Garden Grove after a 3-day absence.
My plan is hopefully I can get him, and once he empties that trash, and I can fill the other ones. Hopefully. I'm not saying he's going to do it. I'm just saying hopefully he can wait.
This guy's very hopeful with the trash. He uses hopefully like 9 times.
My plan is hopefully I can get him, and once he empties that trash, and I can fill the other ones. Hopefully. I'm not saying he's going to do it. I'm just saying hopefully he can wait.
You're very hopeful with this Republic guy coming back to pick up his crap.
It worked.
I got an email last week, a day or two before our garbage day, and they said that because of this, they put us on notice. They said because of the situation back east, you may or may not get all of your garbage cans emptied.
Really?
On your garbage day, but just leave it outside if there wasn't anything emptied. And so they emptied, the regular garbage and the recyclables, but then the compostable ones, that stayed out there until the next morning, and then they came and scooped those up.
What color is the compost can? Brown?
Green.
Oh, green. Oh, that's leaves. Okay, all right. We just don't call it the same thing.
Yeah.
You call it compost. I call it, everything. Everything goes into every can. I don't separate a lot of crap. Let them, they need business over there.
It's all scam anyways, right?
Right. It all goes in the same place anyway. I mean, forever it was a scam. They never recycle anything.
It took me years to get Jen to feel that way. She doesn't care now.
The world is my trash can.
That's it.
That older generation.
It doesn't matter which bin you put it in. It's all going to the same. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Years later. Put it in whatever bin you want.
Yeah. Well, we were scammed forever. They didn't separate any of that crap. They put it all in the same, the same hole in the land. So why should I separate it? All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. For now, I guess, with our cans and everything going in the same place and people robbing us and people, ghosting us and ghost tapping us. We're live for now, but who knows?
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Our look ahead was USC is in trouble. They are $200 million in debt. $200 million. I don't know how they got there. But University of Southern California, USC, right there in downtown Los Angeles, will move forward with layoffs as part of a series of financial measures to address what the president is calling reoccurring structural deficit. They're broke. That's what it means. The announcement revealed that USC ended its fiscal year 2025 with an operating deficit of more than $200 million, up from $158 million from last year. So they attributed the shortfall to both internal and external pressures. I'm not sure what that means, including a worsening structural imbalance between the university's expenses and revenues, weak financial results from USC's health system, and a decline in international student enrollment, and potentially steep reductions in federal funding. So they're $200 million in debt. And that could go up to $300 million by next year, which is odd because it does cost a little money to attend USC. Let's do a whip around here, Stefoosh. Little, post hot dog whip around with the foosh, with Stefoosh. Okay, what does it cost to go to USC if you include tuition, fees, housing, meal plan, books and supplies, plus transportation to and from USC? What does it cost to go to USC for 1 year?
Okay, I was
Stefan.
year. 89,000.
89,000. Bellio.
I'm gonna go like 70,000.
70 grand. How about Angel?
Oh, I'll go 125,000.
125. Crozier.
I'll go straight 100.
Crozier nailed it.
Ah.
Well, you got with them $840,
High or low?
$60. You were low. No, you were high by $800. It's $99,139. They charge basically $100,000. Because you're going to get gum, or a hamburger. You'll probably get gum, and it's $100,000. So it's $100,000 a year, and they can't make money on that.
Nope.
God Almighty, Maker of heaven and earth, all that's seen and unseen.
And they've gotten so many buildings donated too.
Yes, a lot of it. Yeah,
the whole new square is all donated.
So is the auditorium and the and their stadium where they play all their games.
Yep,
everything's donated, and they still can't make any money.
And something else adding to their financial challenges are all those settlements that they had because of those sex abuse cases.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah, that must have really put a dent in their bank account. Man, all right. Yeah, you're right. So $200 million. They're going to cut vacations. They're going to cut some positions in, I think, faculty or professors. They're going to cut some services. I think they're going to, shut the lights off around 10 o'clock at night, save a little electricity there. But it's $99,139 a year. And you don't want to send your kid to $100,000 a year school where they know there's going to be cutbacks. Class size might increase. You might not have security at night because of the cutbacks. You might not have professors come in that normally would come in and teach a class. And when you were spending $100,000 a year, you want everything firing on all eight. You want it to be a great experience for the kids and not have to worry that your institution is $200 million in debt. $200 million. It's unbelievable. What have they done with that money? I think Angel's onto something. That the lawsuits with the who was it? Was it a gynecologist? I don't remember that story, or a gym teacher or gym doctor or something.
Yeah, I think it was the OB on campus.
Yeah, for the
gynecologist on campus.
Yeah. And that cost them a boatload of money.
$852 million.
Wow, is that right? $852 million. God Almighty. But they're going to be tightening up their belt there at USC. So if you got a kid going to USC, it's going to be a rough couple of years. You'll see some cutbacks. You're spending $100,000 a year, and they're talking about radical cutbacks at that school. Something happened. I mean, I know $850 million, but they should have had an endowment there worth billions. I don't understand. I think Harvard's endowment, I think, is $38 billion, where, that's property and cash that's either been donated or they have in investments. But I'm sure USC has something like that. They have to. All the wealthiest people that live and work in Los Angeles all have some kind of connection to USC.
According to this information, $8.2 billion as of 2024.
That's their endowment?
That's what it says.
And why don't they dip into that? Yeah. That's their rainy day, account.
Their endowment is 8.2. Their budget in the last school year was 7.4 billion. So I don't know how that factors into the endowment aspect of.
Wait, their budget for 1 year, their annual budget is 7.5 billion?
Yeah.
Wow. Where are they spending that money? God almighty, that's more than LAPD and the sheriff combined. That's outrageous. $7 billion. I mean, that sounds like LA County's budget. That's amazing.
And they paid, Crocher was right with one of the payouts. They paid $1.1 billion to settle lawsuits related to George Tyndall, the former gynecologist. And this includes, it was like 3 settlements.
God, how long did that guy, go on with his craziness before somebody dropped a dime on that dude? That's outrageous. To have all those wealthy kids go to that school, all being abused by this guy, and nobody drops a dime on that dude? Like in the first week? They waited for years? Big mistake. Big no-no.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
There's a lot of people tearing up and cutting up their credit cards and now going with cash over credit. If you can do that, I guess that's the move. A lot of people don't have that kind of cash on hands, but that's the growing trend of ditching credit cards to avoid all these high fees. And there are high, man. There's some cards, 20, 30, 35%.
The saying, cash is king, ringing true for Therese Torme.
I have $627 cash.
The bartender solely using hard bills for all of her expenses.
Wow. My grocery folder is going to get $40. Health folder is going to get $30. Taxes folder is going to get $20 right now. Working as a server, because my income is very hit and miss. I don't know how much I'm going to make each day, each week, each month.
Going cash only, giving the Georgia resident a better grasp on her bills, while also keeping her away from credit card debt.
I'm a serial card swiper. It doesn't seem like real money to me, but when the cash runs out, you can't keep swiping your card because there's nothing left to spend.
I think we're all like that. I think we're all, card swipers where you don't feel the pinch when you hit that credit card. It feels like nothing, where she says,
I'm a serial card swiper.
Yeah, I think we all.
Are you hinting at my $4 Pellegrinos? Is that what you're getting at?
No, but Bellio, it's a mystery to me. I mean, that they sell those at Costco for like $25 a case.
Yeah, no. I've bought cases. I just don't feel like carrying them upstairs.
So you're spending $4 for one?
Sometimes, not every day.
Right, but I mean, that's what they are, right?
That's what they are,
okay,
which is just nuts.
So that's $96.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
And at Costco, they're $25. Well, maybe I'll have to bring them up for you,
Would you do that?
I don't know.
I'd really appreciate it.
Maybe as long as he doesn't drop them.
Yeah. Oh, they are plastic. Are they glass?
No, they're
Oh, they're
plastic.
plastic.
They're
Yeah.
plastic.
All right. But you have one every day. You're like a high-end gal, you know?
Is that high end?
Yes.
Having a Pellegrino
Having a
every day?
$4 bottle of water, Pellegrino is high-end. Yes.
Then I am.
I know you don't like to think about it.
Then I am.
You are a kept woman with
I'm
your
not.
high-end
I'm
water.
not. I'm working. How is that being kept?
I'm
working.
I'm still trying to figure it out, but you are. You are. All right. Let's get back to this cash over credit cards.
The 24-year-old employing envelope budgeting, a useful technique.
You'll say, okay, this is what this envelope is going to be for. It's going to be for my rent. It's going to be for my gas. So whenever you're able to pull out that dough and put it in envelopes and being intentional, you're able to keep the pace of how you implement your money throughout the month.
And while Therese says she won't always be paying just with cash in the future, for now, it works just fine.
It's been probably the best thing I've ever done to stay out of debt and stay on top of my bills.
That's an interesting idea to have 20 different envelopes and stick money in every, week or so into different envelopes. Healthcare, insurance, car insurance. I just don't know how you keep that much cash around, though, and not worry about that either. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is.
That's what I used to do.
Wait, with the envelopes?
Yeah.
Did it work
I
out
used to
for
save
you?
it for vacation, for car repairs, things like that.
Hot dogs. How much did you put in vacation every week? Like a 20?
If I was lucky, it'd be like a 10.
A tenner every week?
Yeah.
And then and then how big does it get before you take off? Grand?
Yeah, we got to Vegas.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it wasn't too bad. So it's just, you don't really, again, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Once you take that money out, it's kind of like the opposite of cash over card. It's like you take the money out, you don't think about it, and then you're like, oh, wow, I put, $150. Like, you didn't think about it because it was just $10.
Do you gamble at Vegas?
Yeah.
What do you play?
3-card poker, blackjack, and a little bit of roulette.
All right. Do you do well? Do you win?
Roulette, I do pretty well.
Really?
Yeah. Blackjack is anyone can say that, but it's hit or miss.
All right. What numbers do you play in roulette? I got to take you to Vegas. I've never known anybody do well in roulette.
I usually do 24, 35, and 42.
All right. You do well, Crozier, at roulette?
Yeah, I play pretty much the same games that Steph does, and I do pretty well at roulette. I pretty much play 13.
Yeah, I play 13.
But I'm very selective. I'm very picky on the table I go to. I really kind of take a look around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watch the board, so I see what's happening before I start betting.
Gotta get a feel.
Yeah.
I played the 10-13, half. I played the 33 the year my dad was born. I played, I don't know, I played like 24 the day my mom was born, and I always come up nothing. Right, just crap out.
What else do you play?
But as you drink though, and you're playing roulette, you bet more and more and more.
Of course.
And you're like, oh, this is 32 is going to hit. I'll put $100 on it, and it doesn't hit, and you're cooked.
Do you play anything else?
Slot machines, video poker.
Okay.
I love video poker, and I don't do well at blackjack. I always get wiped out. I get wiped out at everything though. Everything I play, I get wiped out. It just seems to be putting money in, and nothing really comes out. But video poker is great. And I heard that's like the only video machine where you have a shot at winning, something.
Yeah, I've done pretty well there too. So I get it.
I love it though. I love sitting. There's nothing better than sitting with a drink at a slot machine when you first arrive at the casino and you got a pocket full of money.
Yep.
You got a drink and you're hitting that machine for the first time.
You feel like a high roller.
Oh yeah, and that's all downhill after that. Once you get they start tapping you out and you're done.
And I'm throwing my money away on $4 waters.
That's right.
I'm the high roller.
That's
Okay,
right.
Got it.
Right, but you have an opportunity to save money. At Costco, I don't. I can't buy a slot machine win
that's
at
fair.
Vegas.
That's fair.
I can't.
That's
but
fair.
you can. We'll get you set up, Elio. We'll set you up.
Thank you.
We'll set you up nice. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.